Hello friends, today we'll be discussing the advantages and issues of honey as a substitute to sugar. A lot of people tend to use honey as a substitute to sugar. It is a natural sweetener and in some ways it is better as compared to sugar. So today we'll be discussing from a health perspective whether the use of honey is a justifiable option or not. So before we go into the topic, I would request the people who are new to my channel to subscribe to my channel, like the videos, comment on the videos and to share the videos in social media group for the benefit of everyone. So without wasting any time, let's dive into the topic. Honey has certain advantages. It is a natural sweetener which can be used as a healthier alternative to refined sugar. Refined sugar usually contains a lot of chemicals which is used to clean the natural extract which is made from the sugarcane juice. In the process of this chemical extraction, a lot of chemicals are used and these chemicals can cause significant inflammation and harm. That is why the use of honey can be considered to be a healthier alternative, especially when the honey does not have any additional chemicals and some artificial means or artificial abnormal things are not used in the preparation of honey. If it's a natural honey, then it's much better as compared to sugar because it is sweeter than sugar and can be used to provide the same level of sweetness without the addition of chemicals which are used in the manufacture of sugar from sugarcane juice. Antioxidants like flavonoids and polyphenols are there which protect the cells from damage from free radicals. So this can add to the potential benefits of honey. It has some antibacterial properties which due to its low water content and acidic pH, and it's difficult for bacteria to thrive. So historically it has been used for wound dressing and potential antimicrobial or bactericidal properties. It can cause natural relief to cough and sore throat. If the person is developing cough and sore throat, he can be given some honey and this will form a protective coating and will elevate the person from irritation. Similarly, in case of oral ulcers also sometimes honey can be used as a potential coating to reduce the inflammation and to reduce the pain. It has some nutrient content, it has some amounts of vitamin C, calcium and iron. So in terms of nutritional content also it is better as compared to artificially prepared sugar. It will provide a useful and quick source of energy, making it a good option for athletes or as a pre-workout snack. Some people believe that use of honey can help in decreasing the chances of seasonal allergy. It could expose the patient to immune system to small amounts of allergy producing pollens, and this will train the system to fight the allergic causing pollen grains when they come in large amounts in a better way. Therefore, honey can be used to train our immune system to fight the large doses of allergens in a better way. That is why for allergy management also honey can be used. The disadvantage of use of honey as a sugar substitute is that it is calorie dense. Its excessive consumption might lead to weight gain and contribute to health issues like obesity and diabetes if the consumption is not reduced. It has very high sugar content which comes predominantly from fructose. Fructose can lead to significant causation of fatty liver and insulin resistance, and fructose is even worse as compared to glucose in the amount of damage which it causes to the liver, because liver is the only organ in the body which can metabolize fructose, and the higher amount of fructose which we consume, the worse it is for the liver. So as a cause of fatty liver, honey will be slightly worse as compared to sucrose because it is slightly richer in fructose content as compared to sucrose. Sucrose contains 50 to 50% glucose versus fructose. This high sweet content can also lead to dental cavities and health problems. Sometimes it might contain spores of a dangerous bacterium known as Clostridium botulinum that might lead to infant botulism. That is why honey should never be given to infants. Sometimes honey prepared from various sources might vary significantly in its natural content and its beneficial properties, because sometimes people tend to use some artificial means to increase the production of honey, and sometimes that might be detrimental. Sometimes some artificial additives or some other adulterants are added to honey to increase the quantity of its production. That too is detrimental. Sometimes people can add some chemicals and some adulterants to increase the overall total produce so that they can sell it in the market at a cheaper rate. All this will decrease the quality of honey, and that is why natural honey, if it is properly prepared and the use of chemicals and adulterants is not done, then only it can be considered to be a beneficial product. Otherwise, the addition of chemicals will decrease the benefits. There is potential of contaminants in the form. There is potential for use of contaminants in the form of pesticides, antibiotics, and heavy metals, depending on the production methods and the source from which the honey has been prepared. Usually, it has a lower glycemic index as compared to sugar, but it will still cause significant raise of the blood sugar levels, and therefore it is not considered to be a very good product for diabetics, especially because of the higher fructose content. It will not reflect on the blood sugar levels because whenever we measure the blood sugar, we are only measuring the glucose which is present in the food. But the fructose which is not metabolized by the body directly. It goes into the liver. There it gets converted into triglycerides and forms fatty liver. That is why it is much more detrimental if you consume high amounts of honey, and therefore it cannot be considered to be a good substitute for sucrose in diabetic patients. In this video, we have discussed the pros and cons of honey as a substitute for sugar. My verdict in this regard is that I do not recommend it as a useful substitute for sugar, because most of the cases the disadvantages of sugar are all maintained in honey. So my verdict is that either honey or good, both of them are not considered to be very good substitutes for use of sugar. You can use sugar-free or stevia or monk fruit as a substitute to sucrose, but these two have some other disadvantages which we have discussed in other videos. So as of now, my final verdict is not to use honey as a substitute to sugar. You might use it for some other benefits, but as far as the sugar substitute in diabetes is concerned, honey is not considered to be a very useful product. So I would end this video on this note that honey, although it's a useful and natural sweetener, but it's not a very good alternative to sugar. I have made other videos on other food products and other diabetic related issues. Please check out on those videos as well. I've made some other videos on artificial sweeteners and their issues also. Please check out on these videos as well. Before I end the topic, I would request the people who are new to my channel to subscribe to my channel, like the videos, comment on the videos, and to share the videos in social media group for the benefit of everyone.